A lot of young women here in the city are probably really looking forward to the Viennese Opera Ball. It's the 18th annual for this event, and it's happening this year actually at the Chateau Laurier. Joining us to talk about it, Mary Burke Cameron is joining us, also with RBC, but is helping out with the organizing committee for this one as well. And then joining us from David's Bridal, who's helped to really dress up these girls. It's going to look wonderful. Wendy Kent-Wilson. So great to have you here.
Thanks for
Let's start
having us.
with you, because the 18th annual, there's always a wonderful expectation that it's just a beautiful evening.
Oh, it is. It's lovely. The venue is very well decorated. We have excellent candidates who now are the debutantes and the cavaliers who come and perform beautiful dance, and it's just a spectacular evening.
It's a wonderful event. Everyone will be dressed up. It's one of those black tie affairs that people really look forward to. What is the idea behind the Viennese Opera Ball?
It's a cultural event relating with the Embassy of Austria as well, and this year we have the Deputy Mayor of the City of Vienna who will be joining us, as well as there is a beneficiary component as well. We like to give back to the community. The two beneficiaries this year are the ORCF, the Ottawa Regional Cancer Foundation, as well as the Orchestra Music Program.
Which you've got some very talented young musicians that play even that evening as well, is that right?
Yes, that's right, and they're great. And we started that about 3 years ago, and have found it an exciting time for the young musicians, and a nice touch for the evening.
Well, I think so. They sound fantastic, and you know that some of the funds raised are really going to help have this program. For you, a lot of it comes down to what the girls are wearing, these beautiful white gowns, and so you actually closed down the store to have a night for the girls to come shopping.
We did, and this is our second year participating. Very exciting for us, and the girls are so much fun. They really are, and they are brides gone wild. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun for us.
Well, let's take a look at some of the looks that we're anticipating to see from the young debutantes. So we'll take our first look now at the first model coming down.
This is Sarah, and Sarah's wearing a A-line satin dress. This is actually quite a popular wedding gown at David's Bridal as well. A lot of our brides would dress it up with a colored sash or a sparkly sash. It's a perfect silhouette for the dance because it doesn't have a train and it just flows beautifully. Typically for this type of event, they're going to be wearing either a ball gown or an A-line. So this is a gorgeous gown, and she's also accessorized with David's Bridal's headpiece. And all of the jewelry that you're going to see today is from our store as well.
It looks beautiful. Thank you so much.
You look gorgeous.
You look great.
Thank you, Sarah.
And as you're going to see, the girls all have very different personalities and picked out very different dresses.
They do.
So we'll see three very different looking dresses.
Next on our runway is Rachel. And Rachel is wearing an absolutely beautiful ball gown. It's a complete tulle skirt with a little bit of sparkle that you can see between the tulle layers. It's got a beautiful beaded bodice, and it's straight across, which is extremely flattering. And as you can see, she's got multi-layers of tulle. Some of them will curl slightly, so it's going to be very easy for her to dance in as well.
I guess you have to think about that, right?
You do.
What's going to be non-restrictive when they are actually doing the dance.
And that's why bustles really weren't an option. They really needed to go with a gown that wasn't going to trip
Or the
them
mermaid.
up for sure. Mermaid
wasn't going to do that either.
So was the trumpet for sure.
Thank you.
You look beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we do have one final look that we want to bring you. So.
We do.
So let's take a look.
And this is Anita. And Anita is actually wearing a halter. So again, this is a true ball gown. Again, it's got pearl beading in the bodice and a little bit of lace detail. Now, lace detail has been very popular in wedding gowns as well this year. Lace in both the white and the ivory, and then she's wearing a true tiara.
Well, they have that little princess feel, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
What is the idea behind the dance and the debutantes and the cavaliers that you were talking about?
Well, there's the history behind the young people coming out and being introduced to the community, and so there's a bit of history associated with the Viennese community who put on a lot of these dances throughout Austria, and this is just a Canadian version of the event.
We're allowed to have our own versions. Let's take a look at all of the models once again. How long have they been practicing to get these dances and everything ready?
They've been dancing from mid-November to the beginning of December. The selection process starts at the beginning of November, and we have a number of candidates who apply for the position. And then once they're chosen, there are 10 cavaliers and 10 debutantes this year. Once they have been chosen, then they start pairing to establish a good field size of dancers to make sure that they dance well together.
Well, I think it's going to look fantastic. There are still some tickets available. Keep in mind the date once again is February 1st at the Chateau Laurier, and there's some tickets, so if you want to get in on this wonderful evening. And keep in mind raising money for the Ottawa Regional Cancer Foundation and Orchestra as well. Wonderful kids music program here. And go shopping. David's Bridals, not only for wedding but prom for these girls. They're going to be looking for prom dresses as well.
That's right.
There's a ton of those in.
There are.